weather report. Now on to our next story.
I can
This
feel
is Kelly
the
Clark reporting
magic
for WRHS in Murfreesboro,
in the
Tennessee.
air.
We are so happy to have Judge
Being
Taylor
with you
Garfield with
gets
us
me
today. Nice to see
that
you,
way.
Judge Garfield. He is the great-grandson of James
I watch
Garfield,
the
20th
sunlight
President of the
dance
United
across
States. And he
your
wanted to talk to us about his new book, Grandpa Jim,
Never
which are some
been
interesting
this
facts and
swept
remembered
away.
stories about his Gigi, his great-grandfather, James
All my
Garfield.
thoughts just
Judge
seem
Garfield,
to
I just have to say
settle
how much I enjoy
on
reading
the
this book.
breeze.
Not only is it filled with good memories,
When I'm
but I thought
lying
the parts
wrapped
written about
up
your
in
great-grandmother were
your
especially good.
arms,
The history and stories revealed make
the
this
whole
book
world
so
just
worth
fades
reading.
away. The
Judge Garfield, what
only
are some
thing
memorable stories
I
you share with us
hear
about your
is the
great-grandfather?
beating of your heart. And I can feel you breathe, it's washing over me, and suddenly I'm melting into you. There's nothing left to prove, baby, all we need is just to be caught up in the touch, slow and steady rush. Baby, isn't that the way that love's supposed to be? I can feel you breathe.
He was. His strong work ethic was always very
Just in a way, I know my heart is waking up
I think all the Garfield women followed
as all the walls come tumbling down, closer than I've ever felt before. And I know, and you know, there's no need for words right now. And I can feel you breathe, washing over me, and suddenly I'm melting into you. There's nothing left to prove, baby, all we need is just to be caught up in the touch, the slow and steady rush. And baby, isn't that the way that love's supposed to be? I can feel you breathe. Just breathe. Caught up in the touch, the slow and steady rush. And baby, isn't that the way that love's supposed to be? I can feel you breathe.
This was the ideal today, and patronage was the standard of the day. Patronage, yes,
Just
some of your Americans,
breathe.
was the practicing of a political party. After winning an election, gave government jobs to its supporters.
I can feel the magic floating in
And
the
as an
air.
incentive to keep working for the party, as opposed to a
Being
merit system
with
where
you
officers
gets
are
me
on
that
the basis of some measure
way.
political activity. But Gigi was able to shift power back to more appointments. He was instrumental in energizing the U.S. Naval Power Base and purging corruption in the Post Office Department. He made many diplomatic and judiciary appointments, including a U.S. Supreme Court justice.
I can see why you were so proud of him. Did you want to mention anything else today, Taylor?
Yes, he also appointed many African Americans to prominent federal positions. As president, he advocated a bimetal monetary system, agricultural technology, an educated electorate, and civil rights for African Americans. His thinking was very much ahead of his time. He proposed a substantial civil service reform, which was eventually passed by Congress in 1883 and signed into law by his successor, Chester A. Arthur. As the Pendleton Civil Service Reform Act, this law was passed in part due to public outcry over the assassination of my Gigi, or my great-grandfather. The Pendleton law required certain applicants to take the civil service exam in order to be given certain jobs. It also prevented elected office officials and political appointees from firing civil servants, therefore removing civil servants from the influences of political patronage and partisan behavior. The Civil Service Commission, in addition to reducing patronage, also alleviated the burdensome task of the President of the United States in appointing federal office seekers.
Now, I did read about his tragic death. Can you elaborate on this some more?
Yes, James Garfield was shot at a train station. A rejected office seeker, Charles Guiteau, shot him in the back. Guiteau wanted a job via the spoils system, also known as patronage. The story has been told about Alexander Graham Bell using an induction balanced electrical device to try to find the bullet, but unfortunately this was unsuccessful, and they never found the bullet from his body. The family took him to the New Jersey beach to rest and recuperate, but he died from an infection and internal bleeding shortly thereafter. He served as president only 200 days before his assassination. He died on September 19th, 1881. Our family has been speculated about all the other good things he might have accomplished had he lived. But we forever are grateful for his supreme example and sacrifice. Grandmother Crete lived about 36 years longer after he had died. She spent her remaining years working on preserving his history and legacy, so that generations to come would know and understand what a wonderful man James Garfield really was.
Taylor, it has been a true pleasure talking to you today. I have enjoyed listening and learning more about your famous Gigi and the politics of his day. Good luck with your book, and please come back to visit us here at WRHS in Murfreesboro as soon as you can.
Thank you, Kelly. It's been my honor.
Awesome.
Thank you.